If you are in the market to buy or sell your home, land, or property, it is in your best interest to work with a professional that cares and keeps your best interest first always. Melissa Williams is your agent, very customer service oriented, knowledgeable in all steps in the delicate process of your investment, and here to turn your dreams to reality. Call her now, 253-293-1056. That's 253-293-1056. www.melissawilliams.com.
Hey you, yeah you, don't you deserve a newer vehicle for 2022? Go see Ralph at Max Auto Plus Tacoma. Good credit, bad credit, always with the lowest interest rates possible. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and everyone sees the Carfax. The best customer service ever. Log on to GoSeeRalph.com or call 253-230-1494. That's 253-230-1494. Oh, one more thing. Did you know you get $200 cash money if you bring Ralph a customer? What are you waiting on? Go see Ralph. Max Auto is located at 12918 Pacific Avenue, South Tacoma. Get up and go see Ralph.
We don't know. That's what
I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
We're gonna go.
That's what I'm saying.
It's getting hype, guys. You
know
what we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Hashtag feed the kids.
Hashtag don't be a sucker.
Hashtag feed the kids. No, anyways, guys, welcome once again. You guys already know this is Shopkulture. Toom already, man. You know, we had to give
our. They got me on the wrong day.
Well, hey,
they got me on the wrong day.
They were asking us last week about this, and we didn't get time to. We didn't get time to dive into it about the McDonald's skit. Yes, we do know it's false. It's a skit. We understand that.
But we also understand that this is a real scenario.
It's a real scenario.
For it to blow up like it did, some of y'all must really be going through these.
Yes, it
hit home. And so again, today, when I play devil's advocate, do not attribute this to my life. Because, again, y'all don't know what I do with mine or my kids.
They don't need
but
it.
I'm also about to go in a little bit today.
Shoot.
I'm going to go in a little bit.
He feeling some type of way.
Man, it's been a rough day, man.
Oh, snap. Ratings about to go up. It's good. Welcome again, guys. You know what it is, Shopkulture. Every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Join once again with tag team partner.
You know what it is, baby.
We know here. Who that man is. Anthony Toomer.
Come on, man. What's going down, baby?
And then we got our mans back in the building. The producer.
Come on. My boy. Been a little under the weather.
He been under the weather. Kenneth Bryant is in the building. What's up, brother? How you living?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Good to be back.
He's back in it. Everything's good. We all back. And then we're joined once again by the lovely. Say your name. No, you got to tell people like how to say it.
Hi, this is Tama. Tame like tame a tiger. Tame like not wild tame.
Every time she's
Tama.
Every time. We're going to get you a new bar.
Yeah.
We're going to get you a new bar.
My ex-husband say like Tama you. I like to like Tama you.
Listen, we're going to get you a new bar. Toom going to get you a new bar. I got you. I got you. I got you. Come on. I got you.
You're not old. Stop.
Oh, whatever.
And then we got Julie. Well, Julie Grove is under the weather too. You know, there's a lot going on, allergies and whatnot. So she went hiking. She did the hike. She did what do you do? I think she did Poo Poo Point. And so how you doing, Tay?
Cuddy, what up, man?
Tay's in the building. And then I am Barry Crosby. This is Shopkulture. What a weekend. What a weekend. What a weekend. There was a lot going on.
Yep.
Was the 4th good? Did you celebrate the 4th?
I celebrate Juneteenth.
No.
I didn't ask that.
You know
Damn.
No.
Dude, are we going to do that?
No, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Me being a veteran, it is a little difficult for me not to celebrate the 4th just because I did go and fight for this country's freedom. But I'm not into the whole festivities and this. I don't really send out a whole bunch of, hey, happy 4th texts. I'm not doing all of that. But I like the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? My kids like fireworks. So I'm gonna take advantage of the day. We're gonna barbecue. We're gonna bust some fireworks off. But am I gonna have a bunch of red, white, and blue on and all that? Nah, I ain't doing all that.
We don't celebrate the 4th of July. We don't do that.
So
it's
a barbecue day for me.
Barbecue day. Yeah, it was relaxing. Got on the boat a little, did some boating. So it was nice. I needed it. And I also want to say we experienced the loss in my family. Mother-in-law passed away over the weekend, and so, man, she lived a
Prayers and condolences, bro.
no, and she lived a wonderful, great life. What a great woman. I admired her tenacity. She was a great businesswoman. Went back to law school. I think she was in her late 50s. Passed the bar, became a lawyer.
Wow.
Very successful lawyer.
That's wonderful.
And just a great grandmother.
Salute.
And great, man, just a great person in general. And so, yeah, man. So it was tough, but I think it was time, you know, when you see somebody hurting and struggling. And we were able to spend that time, which was cool. So, as a family, even though, I mean, daughter not together, but we celebrate each other's family like that. So, we have a
That's dope.
good relationship. So I appreciate her allowing me to be a part of that. Yeah. And, yeah, so that was cool. But, man, life. Dealing with loss, man. And loss is tough. And my buddy who I was out with on Sunday, I won't say his name, but he lost his father, and so let's pray for him too. He's in the group, and so yeah, then we life, you know, life is tough, and dealing with loss is always the toughest sometimes. But we're blessed to live and be here and celebrate life. So let's celebrate life and do what we do. And that's what we do. Shopkulture. We give you guys a little insight of what goes on and kind of in the barbershop. Gets a little rowdy. He's about to get really rowdy in a minute. Toom's all the way wrong on this one.
Call it what you want to.
I love it.
Call it what you want to. We about to dive in.
So we about to do this, man, and
All right.
yeah.
Let's go into the opener.
Wait, hold on. T, do you celebrate? Which one you do?
No.
Because you're a veteran too.
She just said here.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I do not. I'm a 10-year veteran, and I do not celebrate 4th of July. And if I didn't have a military affiliation right now, I wouldn't stand for the anthem. I have to stand right now, but once I retire, I'll be taking a knee.
Wow.
So we weren't free. People look like us. We're not free. It's not our day. It has nothing for us on 4th of July.
History. Thank you. History.
It has nothing for us. That was for white men who own property. So, yeah, I'm a Juneteenth person.
That's real. And that's, I think, the beauty of this country is that everybody has a right to, you know, to their choices and their belief system. I was with a few people that doesn't celebrate it, and then I was with the other part of them did. So it was interesting, but everybody respected each other. And, you know, I'm under the belief 4th of July it's a tainted holiday from a historical perspective, and you go back and look into the history of it. But I do respect veterans for putting their life on the line. So, hey, it's Veterans Day still, but I still think that there's some semblance there with veterans too. So that's just me.
D, what up, baby?
He's gonna bring that pudding. So, guys, let's get it going.
Okay. All right. So I wasn't here for conversations regarding this whole baby mama McDonald's drama bullshit or whatever.
Oh man.
So apparently there was some perspectives that you had, Toom, that you wanted to address. So we'll use that as the opener.
Well, B wanted me to address those situations. So I mean, everybody's seen the little, you know, McDonald's skit. You know, again, we know it's a skit. But again, we talked about it, and we felt like for it to blow up like it did, it's situations out there, situations that a lot of us actually go through. I haven't necessarily been through something like that, but I do have kids with other siblings from other relationships, obviously not mine. And so, you know, we just got to talking about perspective on it and, you know, how we kind of felt. And so me and B were kind of going back and forth a little bit. And so, you know, we're just going to kind of dive into it a little bit. So, you know, give a brief synopsis. Everybody knows the father brought McDonald's for his son. The mother of the son has I believe, or said she had 3 other children or whatever, she began to scream on the father, or make a whole scene, throw out the food or whatever, because she felt like the father should have provided food for all 3 of the kids. So then, we got to talking about that. And here's my take, right? And again, you can like it, dislike it, I really don't care. Again, it's not about what I do or don't do. This is just what I feel is right. Again, we don't always do what we think is right or wrong, but, we're going to dive in, right? So here's the thing. So this lady, I don't think you can make it a responsibility of any other person but the people that made that child. You cannot make them responsible to provide for that child. Now, if we want to say, out of the goodness of this man's heart, he can provide, he can bring some food, that's great. That's right. That's his right, right? As a man, as a person, as a human being, that's his right to bring or spend his money how he chooses. But we don't know his financial situation. We don't know the mother's financial situation. We don't even know the situation of the day. We don't know if that was a situation where them other kids had already ate, or maybe their dads were bringing them food, or whatever it was. But here's the thing. When you try to tell somebody it's their responsibility to provide, then at what point do we close the door, right? If it's at every time that I come to bring my child food, do I have to bring your child food every single time? If I come to bring my child school clothes, do I have to provide school clothes for your child? At what point do we close the door, right? At what point do we say, okay, if you want to do something, do it out of the goodness of your heart, but you're not responsible because you didn't create, right? And we're not in a relationship, so I can't ask you to be more than what you are to your child. That's where I think people got the situation wrong. Is, again, I'm not saying that he should never bring McDonald's for the kids. That's wrong. Come on, man. That's just, to me, that would be pointing out the kids. If every single time you brought your child something, you just was like, no, I'm not providing nobody. I'm not bringing McDonald's, right? But we don't know if he was at work. Maybe he's on his lunch break and his son called him, hey, Dad, can you drop me off a Happy Meal? Maybe he didn't know whether or not the other kids had ate. We don't know the significance of the story. We don't know the ins and outs. So we can't say, oh, well, he's wrong. He should have provided. He should have did this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's wrong to try to tell somebody what they should do with their money for somebody that don't belong to them, that they have no responsibility to. You see what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying that he shouldn't. I'm saying that you can't say he's wrong for not. Yeah. Because they're not his responsibility. Again, so here's my thing, and I said this on somebody else's post. If me bringing a $2.99 Happy Meal made your other kids jealous that they didn't get McDonald's, what are you doing as a parent to provide and show them that McDonald's ain't that really that big of a fucking deal? Like, that's a little much. Like, my other kids are gonna get jealous because you're gonna eat. So fix them a burger. Like, you don't have no hamburger meat, no ground beef in your freezer. You ain't got no French fries. Like, come on, man. Like, I think it's ludicrous to try to say that. Well, he should bring every time. How does he know? How is he supposed to know? Nobody. Again, it's not his obligation.
Well, I agree with you on it's not an obligation. I agree with that. In saying that, I think for me is, and I'm just saying for me, getting other kids McDonald's at that particular time, and we're going off the script, so we don't know, right?
Again,
so we're just saying in similar situations.
And we're not saying what either one of us has or will do. We're just speaking. Two sides of a coin. I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm of the cloth. I probably would have just got all the kids.
That was my point, right?
Kenneth, that was my point as well. Everybody's talking about all this other extra shit. That is what that's the question that I had.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate. We also say that we care about children. We also say that we're looking out for kids. Getting other kids, what? It takes a village. We say that constantly. Let's be able to get a $4, $5
is the parents.
At the end of the day, yes, but sometimes she doesn't have the means to do it. What she said at that particular time, she said she was waiting for a paycheck or
why are we having children if you can't provide?
Okay, but that goes into a whole different. I'm not gonna dive into that because
I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying I don't. subscribe to that. Subscribe. Get the damn kids some food.
I mean,
Let's be on
I'm
our
with
way.
you. I'm with you on that too.
If I'm tripping about
children should not go without. Not at all.
Hungry, and you
But
can provide.
these are other
basic
questions
eat.
that we need to
Yeah.
address.
No, these are questions.
Let's keep that funky.
Yeah.
Let's keep that real at 100.
It's
We
not
all in
Toom.
agreement. Everybody in the shop is saying, if all them kids are hungry, right? If they're at home and she couldn't provide, and you showed up with one meal, he was dead wrong.
Yep.
Right. But again,
Big Mama, you go to Big Mama's house, she's gonna feed
but
everybody.
hold on. But again, it ain't his responsibility nor his obligation.
I agree with the
right?
accountability
So
part.
here's my thing. So she has to be accountable as well for having 4 children and not being able to provide. Because here, hold on. Wait.
We don't know she
hold on.
can't provide.
Wait. Let me say this.
She did- she couldn't-
because I know I just hit a nerve.
Oh?
I know I just hit a
You
nerve.
did.
Let me
You
finish.
got me, 'cause that's
Let
a
me finish.
nerve.
Hold on. Let me say this.
That poor sister
Hold
can't
on. Let me
provide.
say this. Wait.
So
if you
Again,
wait for
we
a
don't
check,
know. Again, we don't know.
a government check at that.
We don't know what. Hey, we don't know what. Hey, we don't know what her financial situation was. But hold on, I know where you're going. Let me finish.
Toom, you hear
Hold on. Let me jump in here. Let me finish what I was going. Let me
He
finish
got
my
my
point.
neck crooked. I
When
can't
I
believe
say she cannot. Listen. Ultimately, the man does not get to decide if she has an abortion. The man does not get to decide if she keeps the baby. Well, I mean, Roe v. Wade, listen, but
Yeah.
that ain't even every state, so
Yeah.
let's keep that funky. So we're not even going to go there, because Roe v. Wade ain't in every 50 state, because in Washington state, it's still legal to get abortions, so miss me with that. Cut the crap. Don't play with me. You got to know the laws before you step to me. I step with facts. So Roe v. Wade does not affect all 50 states. Otherwise, why would Nike and other companies be saying, we will provide support and pay for you to go to another state to get the abortion? Now, what I was simply...
Real quick, my company as well, Thermo Fisher Scientific Inc.
Boom. Valley Cities as well. Now, what I was saying is simply the man does not get to decide if a woman has an abortion. The man does not get to decide if she keeps the baby. Now, again, if a woman decides, hey, I'm keeping this baby no matter what you say or do, does the man have a say? Yes or no? Tama?
No.
If she decides, you know what, I don't want nothing to do with you, and I don't want this baby, and she decides to go have an abortion, does a man have a say?
No.
Okay, then.
Well, the
so
man,
what I'm saying is,
the man has to say about putting a condom on and coming
he sure
inside
does.
her. So
he
that's
sure does.
so.
But
Hey,
he also has a say in not letting him go in raw.
Hey,
Boom.
You both.
There's a
hey,
responsibility.
but as
There's
a
a-
man, we teach our kids. I'm just saying.
I teach mine to rap, so you ain't even got to worry about that. So you ain't got to worry about responsibility.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Bang.
Yes.
Okay,
So
now, hold on.
I'm just throwing it.
So it's on both parties. So again, you're missing the point. It's on both parties, bro.
Can we go back to McDonald's for a second?
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So I know we're getting very excited.
No, we don't.
I will-
Damn it.
I
We
will
turn.
be-
We
gonna stay right here.
Toom in the building.
I will be quick. I will be
Woo!
quick. I'll be
Oh,
quick.
look. Oh, he ain't playing today.
Okay. So for me
Okay.
personally, my thought is this: if he had a relationship with those other children. Let's
Prior.
suppose they were together for a while. We don't know any of this. This is
Right,
speculation.
right.
They're together for a long term, and he's been treating those kids like his own for years, and then only brings for his one child.
He's wrong.
Then he's wrong.
He's wrong. I agree.
And as far as the forwarding on her part, okay, people's situations, they change. She could
All the
have
time.
she could have lost her job, and maybe she was making more money before, and something happened, and she lost her job.
And that brother was just in the
don't-
barbershop getting a haircut.
We don't
so
know.
he know he all right.
So it's
Got
not
a
a
fresh
one
fade.
size fits all.
Right,
It's
I agree.
not a one size fits all.
I agree.
I mean, for every single opinion, there's someone who fits that scenario.
Right, and there's somebody that don't fit it.
Exactly.
But that's the beauty of this. That's why but this is realistic though, because we. know
But
some
that's why I
situations
say
like
I
this.
say simply, regardless of relationship situation, it's never an obligation.
No.
Right? Now again, we can speak to morality, right? We can speak to what's right or wrong in the situation, but seeing as we don't know all the details, right? It's hard. So again, we're all just giving kind of perspective, right? But again, I think, and here's my closing on it. If I'm required to feed them, am I required to clothe them? And if I'm required to feed and clothe them, that sounds like parenting. Because as a parent, what are we required to do? Educate, feed, and clothe our children.
And care, love.
Right? Care and love. But again, care and love is
Part of
perspective. Right? It's perspective on how you give that. Right? Because some would say, well, I raised you, I clothed you, I fed you, and I made sure you're educated. That's love. Some would say that. Now, again, there needs to be a little bit more, but some would say that. So what I'm saying is that if I'm required to feed and I'm required to clothe, that sounds more like parenting to me, and that means that there needs to be a whole nother conversation to be had than just me showing up with the bag of McDonald's. Because then do I get parental rights, right? Do I get a say so in those children's lives? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think you're
Good shit,
I
Toom.
agree. I agree with you saying about
we're
the
gonna
obligated. You shouldn't be obligated. I think we're all kind of.
But you should take care of any hungry child. Period. Yours
But
Tom, Dick, or Harry's.
But I'm on the ink that if we're gonna sit and talk about community, we're gonna sit and talk about being mindful of what's going on in the community. 3 other kids, you can get them some McDonald's. That's just how I see it. So it's not it shouldn't be a big deal.
I agree with that.
I
agree with that.
And we talked about that.
Yeah, but too.
What it comes down to for me specifically, children should not be subjected to stupid ass adults and their fuckery.
Come on,
that's what it really just comes
plain
down
and simple.
To, right?
Plain and simple.
No children should go with that. If I was in that man's shoes, I would have made sure all them babies had something.
I'd have just showed up,
or call even a pause. Just be done with the argument. Like, bro, I'm not gonna.
Or once you realize that you got there and they were hungry, I'll be right back.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
You know what? I didn't know. Or listen, we all got phones. Hold on. You know what? My bad. I didn't know your kids were hungry. Let me DoorDash.
He would have got some that night too.
Or let me come pick up my son and or daughter, or both son and daughter, and let me take my babies and do what I need to do.
If that's what your financial situation requires, right? If that's what your financial situation requires, then I agree with. Hey, you know what? Julie said it. Co-parenting. That's the thing about it, right? That's the stamp right there. Co-parent better, because if you ain't got an understanding of what your kid and their siblings need, you probably got some issues. Because the one thing about me, I know with all mine, whether they're mine or not, they're still mine because they're my kids' brothers and sisters, and I'm gonna be there.
And sometimes you go beyond, man. That's sometimes what you have to do. Sometimes.
But again, we also can't speak to another man's financial situation.
I don't think you are when you say sometimes you have to go beyond, because sometimes there are going to be times and situations that you just do more. Sometimes.
But what if he didn't have it?
And I'm just at that particular point. Maybe
there's all types of variables that go. At times, guys. At times, as a man,
of course,
you're going to have to go beyond.
You should.
Okay, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, how do you teach the next generation?
How can you teach them? You can't sit there and say, "Hey, I care about you," but when it came to that Happy Meal or $4.99, well,
it's just.
I just don't like the treatment of the not doing.
It was
that's what I don't. That's what throws me for a loop, is to treat him wrong when he's actually being a father.
Exactly, and the whole and to piggyback off of that, the whole expectation of him having to, you need to be, if you're going to be doing for him or her, you need to be doing for the rest of my children too.
Yeah.
You cannot.
She was wrong in some of her.
She was. That's why that went off. That's why it took off the way it did. Right. Because if she was respectful about it,
it might have been different. So I'm not saying that she's not in the wrong.
I don't think it would have been that if. But see, again, it goes back to co-parenting, right? And so, hold on. James said something about animosity, right?
Who?
James.
Is that you? Is that the dog?
It says, he said, what about animosity? It creates between siblings. Isn't it about the kids, yours or not? We just said that, yes. But here's my thing, though, right? Well, hold on. But I'm going to address it. Hold on really quick. Yeah, I'm going to hit it one more time. You know me. I nail on the head. That's all good, right? Because James might have just jumped in. I don't know if he's seen that part. So I'm going to say it. So the thing about it is if a $2.99 McDonald's meal created some animosity between children.
I agree with you, Kenneth.
Then there's a problem inside the house. Right? Because then that means there's somebody else creating those barriers between children. Because as a father of 4 that are all very close in age, I've never ever once had my son come in and his mom buy him a meal and the others are like, well, Dad, we didn't get McDonald's. I didn't buy that.
I love what you said about creating barriers, because you do have women out here that
women and men.
But I'm just speaking to the whole baby mama issue from the man's perspective, because that's what this is. This is shop culture. This is from the man's perspective.
But it comes down to that simple communication, though, too.
And so you have women out there that do purposely isolate the children from their fathers to where they make it hard, or
where one father may be the hustler and have a little bit more, and the other so they lean on that father.
We got to factor that in.
Oh, no, that's a big factor, because I've talked to young people that has that situation happening in the household. They feel like,
so do you see what I'm saying?
Dad, one dad pit against, all types of different stuff.
And that's what I'm saying is that's where the obligation thing, because we don't know all the factors.
But
right?
I will say this again. I agree, and she could have talked to him differently.
I agree, Genesis.
Because I believe
respectful.
The
it's
setup
the way
was
you communicate.
Wrong, right? If you were so mad at me, then first off, how did you only bought one?
Julie,
there must have been some already animosity. There must have been if we're just using that scenario, right? We have to use that one.
Yes.
Right? If she was sitting there waiting with the camera and talking, I'm about to blow him up.
That's why it was fake, but it was a good one, because
those things happen.
We have seen that happen. That people trip about the smallest thing. That's at the end of the day, it's small. that could be handled and taken care of. And now that it looks terrible in front of the house and in front of okay, we can
in front
do
of
better.
the building, the kids. You don't know who's outside watching.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? They friends probably watching you make
it.
all this mess.
It's
You know
not
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
example for the kids as far as communication, because if you're going to parent, if you're going to co-parent, you've got to communicate. Period.
Yes.
So your kids are watching you, and they're learning how to communicate from you.
Yes.
Or how not to communicate from you.
Yes. I know I've been embarrassment sometimes.
Man, listen, I had to apologize to my own kids.
I had to
Listen, my
apologize,
bad.
and
you didn't need to hear me act like that or talk like that.
I
But
said
again,
some
it's
things
about
that
going back and correcting the
correcting
behavior
that
and the
behavior.
action and letting them know that you were wrong as well.
But I also know at the end of the day, man, we don't need to fight each other.
No.
We're a team.
So staying right on topic, let's get into this topic.
Are we done with it?
No,
Man.
we're not, because
We can keep going.
Because we're still.
I can get it going.
Because this is.
You know what it is.
This is kind of like flipping.
Shopkulture, man.
This is like flipping the script right now. So.
We try to tell you.
So this chick says, I'm taking my boyfriend and our kids on a family vacation. He feels like I'm wrong for not including his kid with his other chick. I told him he or his baby's mother can pay for their kid if they want their kid to go. I feel like that's not my kid, so that's not my responsibility. Am I wrong?
You damn right you're wrong. Absolutely.
What? So now we're treating the kid like Macaulay Culkin and leaving this nigga at home?
Home alone.
What are we doing?
You ought to stop with that.
Man.
You ought to stop, Toom.
Listen, hold on.
You ought to
Fellas,
stop.
let me tell y'all something. Soon we get this down, because I want y'all to see the whole. Okay, there we go. Here we go. So y'all need to see my face. Fellas, feel me on this. Matter of fact, ladies too, because I ain't gonna act like niggas don't do it too. So ladies, fellas, hear me on this, right? Hear me on it. Hear me clear. If that is what your partner is doing, if that is the words from your partner, run for the hills. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. If you can't treat mine like yours, we ain't got nothing. And for you to distinctly, well, hold on. She didn't say you. She said your kid.
Yes.
Your namesake, the one that you're supposed to give everything to protect, is not good enough. But you can go, man. You better chuck her.
No.
Chris Brown said it best. Deuces.
But if he messed up, if he actually went on the trip and left us.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you on. Listen,
If he did that,
here's my thing, though, B.
if you do that, you better not. No,
For her to be that bold to say
Father
that
of the year.
on a vacation, she's done it before.
No.
For her to be that
I hope
bold,
not.
That's deplorable.
for her to be that, again, you know, I've been drinking that bang. For her to be so bold to say that on vacation, I promise you, she has done that before. She has signaled out that kid before. She has set him aside before, and she has, and I promise you, she's either done it in front of him, or she's done it to the child, and you ain't listened to your kid. Because I guarantee you, she did not just come up and say for the first time that he couldn't go on that vacation. She's been doing that, and I'm telling you now, if you don't, man.
And that's completely out of spite of the baby's
got
mother.
the boot.
That's out of spite of the baby's mother. She don't like the baby's mother, so she's gonna treat the kid.
And what's up, Genesis?
Bro, listen,
Genesis,
that's like shit, too.
Genesis,
That's where that comes
to me,
from.
But she's
but
right
that
too.
to me is disrespectful to you, because that's
She isn't
your
obligated,
kid.
but she should. That's what she's not obligated, but you should do the
hold
right
on,
thing.
no, if
You
we're
should do
paying
the right
as a
thing.
group,
We
now
are
I'm not
a
at
team.
now again. If she's paying for the trip,
No,
if she's paying for the trip, I can't be mad. Now again, I might be like, hey, I'm gonna put something up. It's my child. Again, I listen. I'm a firm
Genesis,
believer.
I said the same thing.
Hold on, I'm a firm believer.
And I said the same
I'm a firm
thing,
believer,
too.
and I take care of mine. I don't ever expect anybody to do for Anthony's kids.
Especially
I will
no other
always
man.
do for mine, right? But if that's the way my partner felt about my kids, no, she's not obligated. No,
Yep.
not at all. But if that's how you feel about my kid, then we're done.
It shouldn't even get to that. What do you got to say, T?
Oh.
And
So I was dating a guy for a while
do
from California, and I have 3 children, single mom, and we were talking about getting married at one point and living together, and he had a problem. We went camping, and he wouldn't help pay for the food because my kids were going to eat part of the food. He goes, those are your
hell.
kids.
I'm done.
Like,
Are you serious?
Pack
I'm
your bag.
serious. He
Pack your shit.
He
Get
said
the hell out of my
because they're
house.
my kids, he didn't want to have to worry about paying for what my kids were going to eat and all that stuff. And it's like, so obviously we didn't last.
You better. You did you go? Wait,
How
did you go
long
camping?
did that behavior last?
Yeah. Did you go
It
camping with
didn't.
him?
It did not last long because I actually no, he didn't go So we went camping.
I can't
Anywho,
believe he said that.
yeah, and so I was like,
Who says that?
I was like, why would I marry you?
Who says
And then
that?
you don't worry about the water bill and my kids took showers or electric bill.
What?
You know, I'm
Oh,
saying,
no.
no. He didn't say that, but I'm thinking, I'm like, why would I marry someone who worry about
I had
that?
to call my baby
And-
mama to beat her ass.
You know what I mean?
Toom's got to go on this, and I got to let him go on.
Listen, I had to call my baby mama to beat
So-
her ass. Listen, she over
so-
here disrespecting your kids. Come get her.
But you know
So
what?
I actually had experience about someone trying to single my kids out like that. He didn't have any kids, but the thing is, we're a package deal.
Facts.
We're a package deal.
But that goes
If-
without
They
if-
go where I
saying.
go.
If you
That
can't
goes without
accept my
saying.
children along
know
with
what,
me,
Come on, guys.
you can
what's
just
crazy,
keep
though, B?
going.
What?
You know why it doesn't? Because there, and you know it, and I know it, and we've seen it both. There's a whole lot of neglectful ass women and a whole lot of neglectful ass fathers out here. So it doesn't always go without saying. Because some of these cats out here really will go on that trip. Listen, I know a couple of these Negroes. We don't associate because I'm a proud believer. If you ain't a good father to your kids, you can't even roll in my circle. My period is too small for suckers. Okay,
I'm with you.
my thing is,
But we
let's
also
not act like we don't
hold
know.
on. We got some dudes taking money from single moms that's watching this show right now. But I'm not gonna say nothing. Yeah, we do.
So listen, here we go. So listen, bro, I'm sorry.
Still ain't called me. Okay.
I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Listen,
I'm just
my chick, she has a
Oh my
gorgeous
God.
baby girl, and every time I come in that house with food, I don't go, "Oh, I got
Thank you.
something."
Yes.
It's well,
Hey, what the baby want?
What the baby want?
Or
What little mama want? You know.
right, because it's just like what the I don't know. That's just
Bro, that's weird.
Do we gotta
It's
tell?
super
Do we gotta
weird.
talk about
Weird,
this?
dog.
Are we
Why?
really tripping
Weird.
about this? Is like
I
this
treat
is what
that
Who are y'all
kid.
dating
I
out
treat
here,
that
man?
kid. I treat that kid as, and I don't have any kids. I treat that kid as if it's my kid. Like,
Listen,
you
I'm
know,
gonna
taking,
just hold on.
taking money
B.
from single moms?
B.
you know, some,
Hold on.
you know,
Taking
I'm
money
gonna-
from
you know,
single like
subject
who
children
does
to
that?
that
Check y'all here. I'm
bullshit.
gonna tell y'all something how foul y'all crazy y'all are. B. Me and B just talked about this at the beginning of June. My son's mom, not even my youngest son's mom. So again, we're talking. My son is 13 now. He'll be 13 in September. So we haven't been together in 12 years, 13 years. Okay, her daughter is 6. So again, that has no relation to me, not at all. Has called me daddy since her dad's not around, and has called me dad or daddy since the moment she was born. Did I not call you pissed off that I couldn't get to Vegas for this little girl's kindergarten graduation? Oh wait, my baby's mom is married. She has she has a husband.
What?
Right.
didn't say it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even tell you that part because that to me is
It doesn't matter.
It's inconsequential. It doesn't matter
'Cause you're a real
that's
one, bro.
my baby.
Yep.
So when she graduated from kindergarten, you know who was on FaceTime watching the whole ceremony? Me and Doug. I called his phone. So I don't know who y'all dating. I don't know what y'all going through.
And they
bro.
keep dating them though.
But y'all
They
out
keep
here-
dating them.
Anthony,
That too.
They
Anthony.
keep dating them, guys. So
Hold
why were you
on.
even saying anything?
There are
It's a waste of
marriages.
damn time.
So
Sorry.
I know of a marriage, no longer a marriage, because a friend of mine, his wife, I saw it for myself. He and his ex-wife had 2 kids together, and her thought was, his money was their money, her money was her money. If she bought food with her money, the kids couldn't have it because that was her money.
What?
She bought some chips, and her children could have it because her money bought the chips. I saw this. She had cookies, and they're like, "Okay, my mom bought those with her money.
This
we
is
can't
so
have
damn
any."
petty.
So,
I've actually-
Maybe
these-
he's right about
these
dating that.
were-
Is this
they-
what we have
they
to
were
look forward to?
married.
Dating
This was,
pool
I'm talking.
is
No, this was
disgusting.
dating. They were
God damn,
married.
it's disease.
But you should.
Disease,
We shouldn't have to
man.
have what I guess what I'm.
They should have conversation before they got married. They
This
should have
is-
conversation because
We shouldn't have this
these are
type
her
of conversation.
These are her children that she gave birth to, that she wouldn't share what she bought with her children because her money bought it.
But we're tripping about
listen, let me tell
chips.
y'all
We're
something.
tripping about
me tell y'all
McDonald's. We're
something.
tripping
Why
about.
are y'all dating people with children if you're gonna act like
Like, you
that?
don't wanna-
But these were her own children
That's
that they was
wild.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, I'm just asking the question
We're
in
just trying
general.
to ask
Why are
general.
people doing
He's
that?
asking a rhetorical.
Kids together.
Oh.
That was her children. She came like that.
Oh.
Her biological kids.
Yeah, but then you shouldn't. It's just like, are we really tripping about?
Hey, listen.
Why are
This
we
is so
having
petty.
kids?
Worse than
That
petty,
brings
just
me back to the
disgusting
question that I
humans.
asked earlier. Why are we having children that you have no plans on really
Raising.
genuinely raising and rearing
And loving.
and all
Love,
nurturing
be
all of
good.
that? Well, you have no provisions for like why are y'all
Guys, you
subjecting children?
real quick.
to
Remember,
the
guys,
fucking-
tap in, tune in. You guys know what it is. This is Shop Culture every Tuesday,
Oh,
8:00.
Let's get into.
We're talking about some some foolery.
Let's get into the next topic.
Foolery, damn foolery.
We're gonna get into the next topic. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
So when you're dating, you got to ask, hey, by the way,
you feel about
how you
kids?
feel about paying for my kids and
right. How do you feel about
we
my
got to
kids
move on to the
being
next
around?
topic,
Well,
guys.
If we even got to have that discussion, I'm telling you, listen, that's the end of that date right there. We can go home.
I agree.
Man, listen, Chuckle, y'all be putting up with too much mess. Listen,
ain't liking it.
Top-
Because you guys keep going
topic
back.
I guess
Keep going back.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. Hey, a lot of people have been telling me, like, I guess I am really a rude person because I'm not putting up with y'all bullshit. Y'all
That ain't
bullshit
being
crazy.
rude. That's somebody
I don't even-
morality standards and just
I've
you're
been
not
blessed.
putting up with the bullshit.
Hey,
I never
listen,
dated
we keep
nobody
getting
like
hit
that.
with all this dumb shit, so I guess I'm not normal.
Like, nah.
But Toom, I ain't never dated nobody that was tripping about it. No, thank God.
Right.
Nah, man.
Hey, you know what? I have.
Really? You have dated somebody that's tripping about?
We got to do a pop up on that.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, we
got to
definitely
roll
will
into
do
the
it.
next
Hey,
topic, but that's because I want to.
Bro, listen, and it's a story.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, if you
And
want to
you know
give
I
us
got
that
story.
testimony,
I don't
You
have
know
nothing
I
to
got
add.
story.
we got to go into that.
I'm going to be quiet that whole because I got to hear this
Man,
one.
listen, we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna pop up on that one.
All right,
Should
this
be
is
ashamed.
this is the second topic, y'all. When a significant other stays the night, what's the rule about the next morning?
Oh, this is
Do
a
you
good one.
expect them to leave early,
Yeah.
or is it okay for them to hang out and chill?
4 o'clock
would
in the
you
morning.
would you feel some type of way?
4 o'clock in the morning.
Hold on, B.
Oh, sorry.
Would you
4
feel
o'clock.
some type of way if they overstayed their welcome? So after a night of smashing, do they need to get the fuck on the next day immediately, or can they hang out and
Started
chill?
the last two.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Think what?
Yeah, you should leave before
Immediately?
about 7.
7?
7 o'clock is a good time. 7, 8 o'clock. Because A, it goes into the next day. B, you probably got things you got to do in the morning, and that's something that should be discussed though. Yeah. But I get kind of weird though. I'm like, in somebody else's space for that long. It's just kind of I gotta walk. I make up something. I gotta go home, do something.
I like this guy. I don't know.
Ooh, you want the guy to stay?
That's my thing. What is the relationship basis?
You got something to say?
Yes.
Oh,
So-
David Hayes in the
So
building. What's
how
up,
much
David?
do you like this person? I mean, is it?
I'm
Are you?
Okay.
I mean,
That's real.
you
What?
might want to have
real, but
a
give me
day,
context.
a whole weekend of togetherness and
Smashing
activity.
Is that continuous? See, that's the thing. That gets a little weird. So I can do the weekend, but it had to be some times in between there. Are you talking about continuous?
I'm talking. I mean, you might want to just have some more activity all day, all night.
Oh, you talking about
So-
smashing that much?
I mean,
That's a
why
lot.
not?
You need to.
B, we know. We know. It's
You know, I get it.
I mean-
B, we know the rollover.
You gotta take.
You know
take
damn well
showers,
you
take
know my
showers,
rules.
Have food, and spend more time together. Have some more fun. Have some more activity. There's nothing wrong with that if it's the right person.
It can be the right person. You still
Or
got.
it could be someone that you're like, okay, goodbye.
So
But you still got to.
It
It's
depends.
all
bring-
about
did you
the
bring-
basis
On the
of the
chemistry.
relationship.
Did you bring clothes over, or you didn't bring clothes? Because then you got to think about showering. You got to think about brushing the teeth. You got to think about toothbrush. There's other things that go in
If I plan
there.
on staying, I've got clothes. If I plan on staying the night.
Did you ask him whether or not you
It
can
was,
bring?
it was discussed before
a
I
good
got
question.
there. It was discussed before I got there.
Yeah, you got to ask that because
You got to
sometimes people
discuss
bring.
these things.
Let me provide context.
Okay.
So I think with this question, this whole scenario, I think this is more so delegated to a one night stand or somebody that you're just
Just
like
starting.
a like
But
a
I
F
think-
like
Just starting.
a fuck buddy, not like somebody that you're in a relationship with.
Yeah.
But
no.
hold on.
That's
Nick.
what we're
But
talking
here's the thing.
about.
Hold on, Nick. Because here's
Talk
the
to me.
thing, right? I think it could be a broad conversation because there are some people that like B. If he, even with his significant other, he's like, listen, I need my space in the morning.
Exactly, dog.
You know what I'm saying? But see, again, I disagree with that because again, a significant other can be a partner.
It could be a partner.
And that just means they're significant to you. But what does significant mean to you? You see what I'm saying? So
I see what you're saying in a general sense. Though,
So again, so if we're
significant
talking-
other anchors back to someone that you are in a committed relationship.
so,
with.
but even then, even in a committed relationship, I'm not always trying to see you for breakfast.
And that's the difference. Breakfast is all that. You go to the gym.
Okay.
But
so if
listen-
they're not living with you,
No,
then it's just
Yeah.
like
Is she going to the gym with you? You go to the gym in the morning.
So here's
Right?
the thing.
You don't-
So here's the thing, right?
Oh,
Again, I
sorry.
think it. Again, we're speaking to the basis of
The beginning. I
If I'm
think we're
just
talking
smashing,
about. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in really doing all that cuddling all night. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, why?
Because
Oh,
listen,
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you why.
who cuddles
Hold
all
on,
night?
Hold on.
It gets
Well,
hot
first
and-
of all, I can't cuddle all night.
Yeah,
I
you
sleep
get
on my
hot and
stomach.
sweaty and-
I
oh,
can't
goodness.
lay with you anyway because I sleep on my stomach, so I have to sleep.
You
I'm
sleep on
with
your
you.
stomach? I sleep on the right side.
One second.
It's
I'm with.
fine.
I want
You
to.
gotta
I want to
right
read
there,
this real
right.
quick. I'm with you with this on Genesis.
Right side too?
If it's
Come on,
if it's a smash and dash situation, then it should be right after. Ain't no sleep.
Oh,
Get out
Genesis,
as
you kicking me!
soon.
You kicking me out!
As soon as that nut has
I'm
been
offended.
achieved,
Bow.
you gotta go. You gotta
Bow.
go.
You want me to tell you a cold story?
Talk to him.
You want me to tell you a cold story?
Okay, so here's the thing. Hold
No,
on.
I gotta tell you guys a story
One
about
time,
having
that's
me.
Real
it?
quick.
Just
Well,
one time?
Again, but see.
Wait,
So again.
Oh, wait, time out. Wait.
Toom, I don't want to cut you off.
What do you say?
That's what I'm
Like,
trying to dive into.
Just one time?
Yeah, just one.
That. No, whoa.
Wait.
Born ass Negro.
Why would I waste my time for one time?
One round?
Wait,
One round.
Yes.
what's wrong with one round?
One round is a waste of my time.
No, it's not. Hell
Brothers,
no,
y'all
it
better
ain't.
come with that. Y'all better come with that trunk. Stop playing.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Now here, let's get into it. Now let's get into it. Now listen,
that's-
there are some.
Y'all
Hold on,
are
wait. Now time. Listen, let's dive.
I'm gonna let you keep the mic.
Trey Songz, dive in. Okay. There are. Listen. There are. Listen.
Oh, y'all know one round? I thought that was a lie. I thought that was.
Did you say a lot?
To who?
Oh no. B. Do we need to get you some?
Damn.
Don't do that. Listen, that stuff we talk about off the camera, man. You don't say that on camera, man. I'm trying to hold you down, man. Don't do that, man. I'm trying to hold you up.
You know my, hey, bro.
Oh my god.
Y'all ain't gonna, hey, listen.
Listen.
I work out at the gym. I ain't doing all that.
But
I'm
listen,
gonna be
hold
honest with you.
on, Stoney, hold on, Stoney, tell me, hold on, listen. A nigga might be able to give you the best one around in your life. You just don't know who you're talking to. So
Oh.
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You
Ooh.
understand? Watch your mouth.
See?
Watch your mouth.
See?
You never understand what that one round could be. That one round could be it all. You never know.
One round.
You never know.
Man, come
But
on.
I'm also with the multiples. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the partner,
You
depending
can't
on
do
the
that
person.
every single
But
time, though. That's a lie.
hell no.
Okay.
What? Hell no.
Hold on though. Okay, so when you first meet someone, you don't really know each other sexually. You don't know what each other likes.
Right.
What works with this person isn't working with that person.
Right.
So there's.
Don't you hate when people try to use the same thing over and over
have
again?
You can't use the
I
same
have
moves. You
my
got to have some hip
doubts.
gyration.
I have my doubts that someone, the very first time they're with you, is gonna know what turns you on.
Right. They shouldn't.
And
Can you tell
you
me?
know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you right now on camera. No.
Shop culture after dark.
But you know what? I know what I'm saying, but it takes time to get to know each other. You don't know the first time you're with somebody how they react to different things. So the first round is like a getting to know you round.
Okay.
Then you take a nap. And you have another round.
Okay.
Because
don't
you
do it.
explore some more things.
I don't even know what's happening right
And then
now.
you have.
Yes, you do.
Then you get some more sleep, and you have another round.
you, nigga.
All right, they up here starting some stuff. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Let's
By
start
the third
What-
round,
No.
you got things going good.
I ain't starting
Wait,
nothing,
hold
man.
on. First of all, she tired me out with this story. She talked about 3 rounds and 4 rounds. First of all,
He said he's tired listening to it.
yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm like, come on now. Now back to what you guys got to say.
See, man, he supposed to be my dog, man.
I am your dog.
Not you, man. He know who I'm talking to, man.
Oh.
Oh, what you mean?
I'm talking to my producer. We gonna talk after. We're gonna talk after the show,
Put you on
producer.
blast?
I love my bros.
T
I
up
love
here
my
trying to kill.
dog. Listen, I love
T trying to kill
Man,
somebody.
Toom, it's all love. I love. Hey, y'all, I love. That's family right there. That's
Oh
my
my
bro.
God,
It's all
listen,
love. I honestly don't know what Toom's talking about right now.
It's
You
okay.
be on the-
Hey, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on in a
this
minute.
phantom hot seat he trying to put me in right now.
Yeah, here, talk about it.
Okay, so David says y'all ain't putting them to sleep. One round of ground and pound. It's adios after the splash.
See, that's how you know some brothers don't know how to hip gyrate. You talking about ground and pound. Listen, stop playing with yourself, D.
Wait.
Don't come over here, bro. Listen.
I didn't even get a chance to finish the comment. God damn.
Toom calling him out. Dave,
Come on, man.
RB.
Come on,
Hey,
D.
RB, you better come tell him.
Come on, D. Ground and
I'm
pound.
gonna buy RB
We
off.
did already had that episode.
Hold on. But if you leave an imprint in that mind, she may be waking up next to me in the AM. All about the conversation leading to the bed. What are your thoughts on the rest of that comment?
First off,
He's cheating.
if I'm gonna do the ground and pound, she's definitely going to sleep because I'm gonna hit it like a jackhammer. You understand me?
Lord.
I'm trying to get to the back of the wall. Now understand? So don't play with
trying
me.
to hit- Ooh.
Okay, now let's go to the rest of it.
You wanna
If
hit
I'm
the
just doing a
bottom.
1 round ground and pound, I probably don't want her waking up to me in the next morning. I don't care if I left an imprint or not. She can go have an imprint at home. Because then she's gonna want to come back.
Well,
See what I'm saying? So if you left a good enough imprint, whether or not
about to
she
get my Aaron
stays or
Hall on.
not,
this man.
she's gonna
I'm
want
about
to
to-
call that phone
Aaron
and come back. You
I'm about to
understand
get my
me?
Aaron Hall on.
Come on. Ooh, yeah. Listen. So
know
understand me.
this,
Listen. So understand me.
Shop culture, man.
Sometimes, man, you just got to know how to put in that work, man. Sometimes you got one. Sometimes you got multiple. You know what I'm saying? But again,
Somebody lying on here. We gonna find out because all y'all talk about 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds.
But B, we've
I'll
talked
be mad
about
as
this.
hell.
Some
like
some
that?
some
Hold on,
you know
folks
what
got the
kills me?
stamina to do that.
hold on, but
Some
listen.
don't.
Hold on, check me out. You know what kills me though? Because you'll get some women that say, "Oh, I love multiple rounds."
They
We're
ain't
gonna
put in
dive
no
into
work.
this.
Yeah, they don't want to put in no work.
But then
that's
after
true.
round 1 or
That's
2,
true.
like they're like, "Well, I'm waiting on you." Okay, well,
They
that's
want
not
you to
my
do it.
job.
No, yeah, they
Get
want
it
you to do
up.
the thing.
You want the extra round? Help out.
Here's the thing. Most women don't orgasm.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Damn.
Hey, you got to know
Now-
what you're doing.
Exactly. Now,
Got to know how to please your
if
woman.
If you can get a woman,
No, you don't.
Stroke your ego.
I call
if you,
it toys.
if you could, toys. Oh.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know your boy. Listen, come on, man. You know I'm with the shit, man. You know I'm with the shit, man.
We got something for that.
But here, check me
I
out
know I
though.
ain't gonna be doing
But here,
that
check
all
me
night
out though.
trying to-
Listen,
Kennedy,
but
right.
to Tamer's point, right? That's a fact. But here I'm gonna hit you with a bigger fact. Most men don't orgasm because most listen. There's like women. There's a set. Listen, like women, there's a difference between coming and having an orgasm. Am I lying?
Coming and going.
I'm not mad.
I'm asking you as a woman. Is that a fact? Is there a difference between coming and having an orgasm?
I don't give a
For
damn.
me,
I don't
no.
care.
For you, no. Oh, so it's got to all be one.
For
That's
me,
the first
no.
woman I've ever heard say that. I've always heard it's two
To be
separate
honest,
things.
I mean, I can fake it really good, but you know.
And that's what most women do to stroke.
Women,
ego.
help me out. I've always heard it's two separate things. So am I misinformed at 37 years old?
Yes. Or you just like you're just done with this guy, and you're like want him to stop.
Oh,
You just want him to stop. So you make him
Shame
think
the devil.
him just
Tell
so
the
he will
truth,
stop.
shame the devil. Y'all better
wait,
come
hold
with the
on.
right poke
So-
game when you come to Tamer. Listen, she's not playing.
You better come with it. I'm telling you.
You better listen. You better bring a camel back. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, and a whole extra gallon of
She's
water. Y'all
scary.
better quit playing, bro.
She's scary.
Genesis says
Bring a
I was
towel.
gonna say Genesis.
Genesis, could you?
Genesis, can you explain this?
I was
'Cause
gonna say,
Thank you, Genesis.
Elaborate,
Holla at me. So it is
please.
two. Okay, boom, two
Teach,
separate.
teach.
Okay, so then again, for the man, it's the same exact thing. Listen, if you've actually studied sex and actually dive into it, it is very two separate things. Orgasm and incoming.
So Julie, you telling the dude whether if he's trash or not?
Ooh,
Just have to ask.
ooh.
Will she lie here? Or will she tell the truth?
Man, yeah.
Oh no, fellas, do you?
What?
Would you tell a woman if she was garbage? If she had a garbage box?
No.
Yes,
Yes, absolutely.
I definitely have.
Hold on.
I definitely have.
have.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, you guys have told this right after it happened. It was garbage, or later on down the line, you told them. I don't think you guys are gonna tell them right after. Oh, by the way, you're garbage. Who does that? That's
I probably didn't say it in that manner,
And
but I've definitely.
For me, yes, eventually it will come.
Eventually
up in
it comes out,
conversation.
yeah.
But I will tell her like mid. It's-
Like, listen, especially if she asked and it was trash, I'm not gonna lie to him like, oh man, it was, you know.
Here's my
Had a
thought
good
on
time.
asking. If someone has to ask you, was it
Julie,
any
you didn't
good?
answer the question.
Wait, who does that? Am I
someone,
good?
If someone has to ask you, was it any good?
Oh.
Then
Did you
then-
enjoy
then-
yourself?
Then obviously it wasn't.
Wait. So you don't? Nobody asked?
Nobody's
I
asked you
wouldn't
if you
ask, I don't
enjoyed
care.
yourself.
People have asked me
But-
that. I mean,
Guys have asked
but
me
if
that.
you gotta
What guys
ask,
ask
if you
that?
gotta ask me if I enjoyed it, then
how
no,
was
I
it
did
for
not.
you?
How
enjoy
was it? Like, how do you ask that? Or rate me.
Oh God, man, I almost spilled my drink out, bro.
So how was it for you?
Rate me.
What?
Rate me. Who the hell?
I'm just asking. That's what I'm asking.
Listen, hey, you know what? And you know my dumb ass. You know what? And I'm gonna be in
And
the
we're
joke
saying
mood. I'm like
and we're
three.
saying rate RATE just to be clear.
Right?
No, we're saying rate.
Listen,
Oh,
my dumb ass gonna be like
Some
3.
nasty
Just a like 3. It was cool.
Wow.
Had a good time.
Julie says she'll talk you through it.
She lying.
I believe Julie would talk you through it.
And-
She strikes me as the type that will,
Julie up here talking, huh? Don't talk me through it.
Oh wow, Barry said I don't need no.
Hey, Barry said, don't listen,
I
don't kill my
need
ego.
no structure.
Don't kill my ego.
Hey,
Don't tell
hey.
me I'm fucking up.
Hey, I don't give a damn. Tell me.
Barry said, don't tell me I'm
Hey.
fucking up. Just listen. Let me go and let me finish and tell me I'm
Keep
trash
going.
later.
Yep, man.
What about this one right here? If you ask, you weren't paying attention.
That's not necessarily true.
That's
Is
true.
No,
that
I'm
not-
gonna tell you. Hold on. No,
Wait,
no.
I want to hear teach
no.
it true or not.
Hold on, and I'm gonna say, well, we can both have an opinion on this.
Okay, let me
Because
hear it.
as,
Yeah, we
as a
can.
woman, she can say as what she believes, but as a man that has dated multiple women, that's not always true.
So that's
Women
not-
are not always open about what turns them on and what they like and how to please them. That is
Y'all are
not always true.
secretive. Secretive.
That is
That is
very
not
true.
always true.
Are you usually pretty open and blunt, or are you kind of
I'm
reluctant?
very
and-
open.
That's
Really?
good.
I'm
Now,
very
hey,
open.
those are better women. It's
Like, how
easier
open?
that way.
Like how open?
I would think you should be.
Like how open? Like give me an example.
Oh shit. Hold on, I didn't hear that. My bad.
We can
Let me shut
talk.
the hell up.
We don't need to know all the details, okay? I'm just spell the T. No, we don't need to go there.
Be wildin'. Be wildin' today, boy. Be wildin' today.
Michael, let me turn it on.
This is Shopkulture. You guys know when you guys tune in, every Tuesday at
That's what I'm
8.
talking
Never know what we're gonna
We
talk
gonna
about.
get.
That's what I'm talking about.
You better stop on vocal, because like the art of dirty talk. I think it's a lost art. I think. It's,
Master it.
well, I don't
know
think.
what you
better
listen.
master
But see, you know
Some
why?
people are
You know-
really
but
quiet. They're like,
but you have to
sound
master
like
with your
mice.
partner because each
Sound
partner
like
likes
mice.
it different.
People
Really
have
quiet.
different likes though, and different things that turn them on. I mean,
know,
some
it's kinda-
some women
What
like
the
talking
fuck
dirty,
is-
some women don't. It all depends on the person.
B. What are you?
What did I miss, bro? Why was he sounding like a mouse?
That's what I'm saying. Some do not say. You got to be open.
bro,
you
you
got to
lost
be
me
able
for a
to
sec,
talk.
bro.
You got to be able to, you know, what I'm saying the art of being able to communicate. I don't think a lot of people do that. Well,
I agree.
See, here's my thing, though,
Thank
right?
you.
And I feel you on this comment, James, and it, you know, their
Oh,
body
big-
and their reaction will
that-
tell you, right? I agree
The
in
doctor's
the
right.
moment, right? But how do we get there, right? How do we get you to
Oh.
a point where you know?
Julie, I agree.
We need a segment on talking dirty. We're gonna do that next
Finish
week.
this point, though.
No, we're talking.
No.
I like to
Can't
talk the
finish
dirty.
this
Oh, my bad. I thought we were talking about.
This, but listen, he got lost, bro. It's okay. I'm gonna let him get lost in the waves. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come back to us. He gonna come on back.
Hey, we actually next week we're gonna have to have that segment.
But see, because we've talked about this though, right? We've had a segment on this, right?
We're not talking dirty.
No.
Oh.
Boy, come back, man.
Yeah,
Come back. We can get there in a minute.
Well, you just, I man, I was asking.
Meanwhile, back at the red.
In the
Oh, we're gonna
moment,
go back
yes,
to
I
the-
agree. Her body, her reactions, her facial expressions, all
Oh,
that
shit,
will
now
tell
we're
you.
talking some
But
R&B
how do we
stuff.
get there, right? Because again, right? Shouldn't there be some build up to that? Ain't that? Didn't we have a segment on that, right?
Oh, goodness,
About
yes.
the lost art of foreplay, about the lost art of pleasing the partner,
Yes.
right?
Barry don't
So-
care about none of that.
No, we know we don't.
Can we get back to the dirty
But for
talk?
some of us, you know what I'm saying?
Can we
Some of us like to
can we
have
get back
fun.
to the dirty talk? That was a great.
Look, that's how you know we don't want no
boring.
warm up.
Y'all
We don't
boring.
want no warm. He said
Y'all
just talk to
boring
me
over here.
At
nasty.
all. At all.
Miss
Get the
Janet, if
R&B.
you're nasty.
Let me go get the R&B. Like, man. All right, guys. Sorry.
We got to get to the next topic.
All
The
right.
last
Do we have
topic.
to?
God.
We absolutely have
Talking
to.
Shop culture, talking dirty.
All right. So, last topic.
Hey, just make sure you look me in my eyes when you do it, baby.
Okay.
You know I'm nasty.
All right. All right, ladies. You
Mr.
heard what he
Mr.
said.
Toomer, if you're nasty.
Wait. You got real quiet over there.
So let's
Hey.
break. Let's.
You know that folk. You so stupid, fool.
He's radiating a certain
Motherfucker,
energy.
man, he just be starting, bro. I'm telling y'all, man.
There's a.
Somebody sweating up in this shop culture.
Are you hot? You the one with the
I'm
hat
not-
on, brother?
I'm cool.
With the
I'm just
thermal
like,
on.
hey,
Hashtag Chuck Woolery. We'll be
Black
back in two. No, just playing. Let's break it down. You make time for things or people that is important to you. Is that true in the dating phase, or is this just an overgeneralization of a statement?
I think it's a fact of life. I think it's a fact of life, right? Because here's the thing.
Yes.
Right? Unsuccessful people are unsuccessful because they choose not to put in the work, right? Right? You choose to be unsuccessful because you can always put in the work. It may not be in the field that you want, but you can always find success.
Oh, wait, Stoney,
With
okay.
hard work, you can always find success, right? So you'll make time to work hard, right? If it's important to you. You'll make time for your family if it's important to you. You'll make time for your television shows because they're important to you. You make time to watch your favorite football teams. They're important to you, or your favorite sports teams, right? They're important to you. So why does it not apply when it applies to our dating life? It's a fact of life. We make time for what's important to us. Plain and simple.
B, what do you think?
You know, it was interesting because we were having this conversation last night. Me and like 4 women were kind of talking. They were talking about initially dating somebody, and you always can kind of tell whether or not the person's, I guess, into you or
Oh yeah,
not.
we had this conversation last week.
Yeah, whether or not they're into you, by the time that it's spent. And yes, people have lives, and especially the older you get, yes, children, all that, but you still can find time. So I guess if you're saying you don't have time, you're not really interested.
Hey, I 100% believe that. If we can find so much time, listen, there's 24 hours in the day, right? We spend 8 hours at work, approximately 8 hours sleeping. That's 16, right? So there's a whole nother 8 hours to fill your day with whatever you choose to fill your day with. So if you choose to fill it with the gym and television and whatever other activities that you choose to fill it with, that's your personal choice, is it not?
Yeah.
So then you've made the choice to fill your day with other things except moi.
And it might not be the ideal time, right? It might not be
It may not always
at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Sometimes you got to fit something in, but that's what you do.
when
If you're
you
into
want it,
somebody,
right?
yeah, if you're into that. If not, it's easy. You're not into
If you
it.
want a degree, right, and they tell you your class is at 7 a.m., you getting up?
Oh,
Listen, if you playing in a championship game, and they tell you the championship game's at 7 p.m., are you playing? Or you say, nah, it's too late because I'm not going to get home till 10 or 11. I'm going to miss my favorite show, right? Or your favorite show come on at 9 p.m. You tell your kids we eating at 7 and not to be in the living room because you watching your show, right? Was that not important? You feel what I'm saying? So it's a fact of life, you know what I'm saying, that we make time for what we want. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got 2 scheduling conflicts on the weekend, right? You're going to make time for what's important and what matters to you.
And yeah. Wait, I want to hear what would you say about this? Is it?
I agree. I agree
Wholeheartedly?
Yes, I do. It's something important to you. You'll find time. I mean, we find time to get our hair done if it's important to us. We find time to make money if it's important to us. We find time to go to work if it's important to us.
We find time to fuck around on them damn phones, right? We
Yes.
spend hours a day just doing this.
As soon as
Yes.
you wake up.
So if you're
We
dating
find
somebody,
time.
let's say you're dating somebody in a week's time.
Come on, talk to your boy. You know what it is.
How much time should you spend if you're dating somebody in a week? I'm just saying. Wait,
it's relative to your situation. Relative to
Well,
what.
I was gonna give you a couple different scenarios.
Okay, well, holla at me
That's a
then.
hard
Take
one.
it back to Doc's.
Okay.
What he said. He says real quick.
Okay.
True. Doc says, true, you prioritize what's important to you. When it comes to
Come on,
relationships, though, keeping it, about relationships,
keeping it-
you need to know the difference between being a priority or an option.
Come on, Doc. Talk to him, bro.
Doc.
Agreed.
Listen, me and Doc don't always see eye to eye, but when we do, boy, he be preaching, man.
I see you, Doc. You back. Doc said, I'm back and I'm ready. Okay, so then let's say you are starting out.
Go check the YouTube page.
Beginning to date someone.
Beginning. Let's say it's beginning of the relationship. In a week's time, is there a certain amount of time that you would figure would be, or no? You shouldn't
No.
have the expectations
I
or
think
what?
We're
there's
just
an
beginning to go
expectation of
out.
time.
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tammy, jump in there.
If we're dating on a regular basis, like if we're seriously dating, we're exclusive, me and you type of thing, then I expect to see that person, maybe once a week or so, depending on our schedules. I work a lot. I don't have time to see someone every single day. I don't want to. I am busy.
Okay. Even dating like in a week's time, is there? That's what I'm saying.
Let me jump in
For a
there
while,
really quick,
sometimes
right?
I work 10, 12 hours a day,
Oh, wait.
7 days a week. So there's not a lot of time, for relationships sometimes.
I think as long as, like, especially in Tama's situation, right, or mine, yours, somebody
Yeah.
that's constantly working, constantly moving, constantly doing a lot for their kids or others, right? I think that time is relative to perspective, right? And you have to make time when you can for what you can, when you can, and
Exactly.
again, when you can. So as long as that person knows, hey, I may not have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to see you, but I'm going to make some time to call you. I'm gonna check in. As long as you understand that I'm thinking of you, because I may not always have time to prioritize seeing you, but I'm going to make of you.
But I like what Tay-
so
I wanna get
Toom
on
is
court,
just because I was go ahead.
But
Go
Tay,
ahead.
what Tay says is right on, and you have to be honest. You have to be honest. She goes, I work and run a business and have 3 kids. I need someone who just basically on call, and that's really kind of what it is.
So
sometimes you don't need to lie about it. Just be like, it is what it is.
back to topic 1, right?
What?
When I said I had a story, piece to that story. We still gonna do the pop up, but a piece to that story because I've actually had it a couple of times. Where as a single father, like remember we actually talked about this. Where I've actually told you I've had women turn me down because I'm a single father, because of the time that it takes for me to be a coach, a father, and a mentor.
They
to
understand
young
the
black men.
situation.
Yes, right? You have to understand what that requires
entails
of me, right?
Yes.
There may be times where we have plans where I have to say, hey, my son just bumped his head, I gotta stay home. Or my son's not doing well in school, I gotta stay home and help him with his homework. Right? Or here's one that they hate. And I've had women literally dog me for this. My son says, oh, I want to do a sleepover. Or Dad, I want to sleep with you. Or Dad, can we do a movie night? And you have to cancel plans. Right? And they, oh, well, you're just doing a movie. No, I'm not just doing a movie with my kids. I'm bonding. I'm spending time. I'm mentoring my son. I'm mentoring my child through this movie night. And I've actually had to cut people off because of their reaction to, hey, I
But
know
you
we
have
had
to understand.
plans.
You got to understand their perspective,
Right. But
right? You can't be upset that they're disappointed that there's, you
But
guys
see, here's
made
the thing.
plans and said,
But
hey,
a
we're going
child
to
will
kick
always,
it.
my child will always take priority over
No,
everything.
absolutely,
So a
as they
person that
should.
fucks with me has to understand that.
When you're dating a single parent, you need to come in already knowing that these things can happen.
on the regular.
That's the thing about it. You can't throw. I understand it's perspective and understanding where they're coming from, but we're talking about babies, and I'm not putting nobody over my kids. So if my kid says, "I want to spend time with you today, Dad," guess what? Whatever plans I had, canceled. That's going to my child, and that's it. You either rocking with it, or you can get the fuck home. Period.
But my thing is, it shouldn't matter if you're rocking with it or not. But what I'm saying is, no, it doesn't, because they have a choice. You still have a choice,
right? But
the choice is,
but choice matters.
Yeah, right.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna get upset if somebody says they can't handle that. If they can't handle that situation, and that's where I think you guys are missing the point. You guys are like, well, they have a choice that they might be able to accept that.
Hold on,
cool. That's the way. That's what it is.
But you knew what it was going into this.
Right.
If you didn't have that expectation that I was a single, listen, you're missing one key word. Single father means that I'm on call 24/7. There is no, hey, they're gone for the weekend. I'm a single father. My kids' mothers don't even live in the state. So there is no, hey, my kids are gone for the weekend, or hey, I'm going to have a few days. No, I'm on call 24/7, 365. And if you did not know that going into the situation what a single parent meant, then you were in the wrong situation, and you're wrong for even trying to jump in this. Because I stated what it was.
Corey, go ahead.
I feel like people are going to feel what they feel.
Exactly. That's
and so, I mean, yes.
You have the right.
I was also single, exactly. I was also a single parent, and so sometimes things like that happen, and someone may not understand it. They don't have any kids, especially, and they feel what they feel. I'm like, okay, fine. You feel what you feel. That's fine.
That's fine.
However, this is not going to work for us. We're just not compatible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
that's what
I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get upset.
No, what are you getting upset for?
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna get upset if you feel like that. Hey, that's cool. That's what it is.
No, for me, I think it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna end up in a situation like the second slide.
Yeah.
So you know what you have.
So
what you have.
That's what it is.
For me, I think it's great.
What?
Well, I think, forgive me if I'm not saying your name right. I think it's Kareen. She says, being a single mother of 3, if I am taking the time out of my busy life to give you time and you don't appreciate it, then move on. We're all on the same page. Well, most of us are on the same page. You get with it or get gone, period.
Right.
Again, it goes back to prioritizing, because again, even as a single father, right? If I make the time to contact, if I make the time to reach out, right? That's me prioritizing. That's me, right? Now you may think of it as an option because you have more time. But again, time is relative. It's not the same for all of us. We all have different schedules that we all have to match, right?
Yes.
So, I think,
but people are gonna feel what they feel, and I think sometimes people try to. Well, you knew this getting into it. Well, you knew a lot of things get into it. So what? But the point is, if you can't accept it, you can't accept it. Time to move on. People evolve. That's the way life is.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? Because I think
because when you start something, all I'm saying is when you start something, sometimes you start something and you have more time at that particular time, but then later on you don't.
Right, things change.
Things change. You gotta go.
Right. Or some people may think, okay, I know he's a single mom, a single dad, or whatever. She's a single
mom.
But
at first he was always calm. He was always doing something.
And they know it could happen, but don't expect it to happen.
There you go.
See, my thing is though, at our age, right? We're grown.
Right?
Yes. We're absolutely grown, and I think we all have some sort of perspective on what it means to be a single parent, whether or not you are a parent or not. Whether or not you're a parent or not, I think we all have had some dealing with single.
It's hard to date somebody that's not a parent.
We've seen it.
It's hard to date. It really is, because at the end of the day, they're not going to.
They don't understand.
They don't understand it.
They don't get it.
They don't get it.
Some don't.
Hold on.
What?
Say that again. It's hard to what?
To understand what parents go through, and it's.
I don't.
I think for some it can, but
I understand.
As a grown adult, you should have some sort of perspective on what it means to be a parent.
Right, because I don't have children. My girl does. She has a child. So I understand enough to where it's just like, it's not always going to be a me and her situation, because that baby comes first. And that's happened before, where we've had a date night scheduled, but her child wanted to do something, or she just couldn't do it because something was going on with the baby. And I'm like, you know what? No, this was my response. No problem, babe. We'll postpone, or I'll take a rain check. Get with me when you have the time. Priorities over everything. Babies come first.
Let me jump in here.
So
here's the thing. It's okay to be upset, right? I feel
But,
you. It's okay to be upset.
I'm not even gonna be upset
but
about
to
it, but
negatively react or
Yeah.
listen,
I've seen too many cats and people get upset and get really upset about that.
But
And
again,
you know,
like you said,
and
right?
you know
That's their
we
right,
have,
though,
so
right?
I don't know
What
why
you
we
just
front
said,
like,
that's their right.
and that's their right. That's all I'm saying. That's their right. But they act like we don't see like people.
To feel what
we
you
never
feel,
seen
but
people
to react
get.
on your feelings is totally
It is. It is.
Feel as
Especially
you want
as an
to,
adult,
but
you
to
have
react
to
on your feelings.
understand. You have to know that. Hey,
I have
we
never in
things.
life reacted to negatively to my
You
chick.
might not have, but
no,
I know you
I
have.
but I'm just,
I know that.
but I was addressing what you had said earlier
Yeah.
about how people with kids, dating people with kids, don't fully may not fully understand or the concept of what's going on with that. And I
Well,
was just
the
providing
dating
some pushback
perspective,
because there's
until you
those of
have
us like
kids.
myself who do.
Yeah.
So like, cool, babe,
Yeah.
the baby comes first, your family comes first, whatever. We're not married. We're getting to that. We're in the dating phase. So to handle your business, and we can postpone. There's always another day, another time. Hit me up when you're ready, and
I mean,
that's
I feel
it.
you. I feel you.
Ain't nothing to get mad about.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's my thing is, man. Back to the main question, main topic. I think just like anything else in life, you're gonna make the time, right? You're gonna prioritize it, how how it fits in the important scale of your life, and then you'll move on. You'll move from that, in that basis. You'll move in that wave. Is if your job is the most important thing, you're gonna prioritize your job. If your family and your kids or however that works, however you prioritize your life, you're gonna make that time. So again, the answer is 100 completely % yes. You make time for what's important, whether it be significant other, whether it be your family, your kids, your job, your sports, whatever it is, your TV shows. We make time for it. So if somebody ain't making time, you probably ain't a priority.
Yeah. And I think it's important
then at
to
that
know
point, it's
work-life
your
balance.
choice.
You got to have work-life balance. You got to figure that out, and you have to understand and be that people might not
Right.
agree with you on it, and that's
not
fine.
prioritizing you, and that's what you're seeking, and that's what you're looking for. You have the right to move on.
Yes.
Right.
And you can't get upset with them
But
moving
thank
on.
you. No, and on the other side of that,
Gone.
you can't get mad at somebody that doesn't prioritize you because that is their right and choice. Right. Again, we have the choice to walk away. If somebody is not prioritizing you in the way that you feel like you should be, right? Plain and simple.
That's why you talk. That's why you communicate.
And then if you can't and you don't, right? Again,
Exactly.
if you're trying to communicate and you're communicating your needs, somebody's not meeting them, don't get mad, get glad and walk.
And that's
Because
it.
they're showing you, right? That's the thing. If somebody's showing you, hey, I'm not gonna make you a priority. Hey, I'm either I can't, I won't, or I'm just not gonna. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want, then you need to do what's best for you. Don't sit around and try to fight, argue, and or even on the other side, if you feel like you are making the priority and they're not, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason, just skip.
Well, especially in the dating phase. Dating
phase, relationship phase, marriage phase,
I
all
mean-
of that. Listen, if you are not getting your needs met, communicated, if the communication breaks down, then guess what you should probably do?
You got the option, and you can go
Skate.
and that's and you have to be okay with that either way, and that's
Right.
That's what it is. Too many times people stay in something, damn well it's just it ran its
broken.
course.
Right.
Like Tay said, listen, you make time for your options too. Of course.
Yes,
You damn right. Because
Everybody
you're
does.
making the choice, right?
choices.
So
are
that
there.
was a right to prioritize your options.
Use your time wisely, folks, because that's the one thing we will never get back.
Hey, I know that's right, Kenneth.
Facts, boy. Facts, boy. My dad was a metro driver for 30 years. You ain't at the stop.
Hey,
That's
he telling
funny.
you right too.
Great show, fellas. We got to wrap up.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in every Tuesday night at 8. We talk over. As you can see, we address everything: the good, the bad, the ugly, the funny. That's what SK is all about. Fellas, any closing remarks?
No, that was good.
Yep. One. My son leaves tonight, heading back to Vegas. So, Kyrie, if you're watching at home, I love you. I'll see you in a bit.
Safe travels, kid.
I'm gonna miss you, man.
Man, that's
And
what's up.
Tama, thank you for gracing us with your presence once again. It's good meeting you. Do
She
you
got
have
the-
anything you want to add before we
She
wrap
got the
up?
dope shirt on.
All right, all
That
right.
Black Nifix.
Yeah.
That's fire.
This man,
Well,
Corey.
Dirty talk. They see
Facts,
Corey.
my boy. Facts, my boy.
That's all he
I'm on
cared
it.
about. That's
I'm
all
on
you
it,
want to
man.
know. Not care about, but
I
that's
told you it's the movement. Hashtag it.
Okay, so
I'm bringing pudding.
is that?
Wait.
Yeah, I got to roll, brother. I'll catch you on the
But
next
hey,
one.
I'm
I got to
here,
get my son ready to ride.
D, and I got him. I'll keep it.
Oh, you're bringing that tonight?
Are you bringing that D? Where D come?
Please clarify. Because
Damn,
once
D,
we go,
they had an hour.
because once we go off air, we unplug all this shit and wrap up and go home.
But D, man, you need to advertise with us, man.
Yeah.
Rock with us, man.
For sure.
Oh,
Oh,
he said
yeah. He coming
Okay,
through.
my boy.
All right.
I'm going to catch you next time, D. I love you, brother.
Yes. Well, you want to tell the basket?
You got one.
I appreciate you.
How was that?
I appreciate you.
The basket was phenomenal. It was a huge. I had the picture. I'll put the picture up there.
Please do, Kenneth. Please do.
A lot of stuff. Damn, it was like a big ass basket full of stuff. How much you think that for $21? It was.
Oh, I saw that. It was a bunch of produce and fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What y'all talking about? Support. There you go. Support. $21.
Cool. Well, what do you want to tell us where you can get that from? Oh, I don't
No,
know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, bro, we had it on the thing. It's on there.
We'll put it back up in the
Yeah.
group or pin it in the group
Yeah.
to the top of the group, whatever. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get a word from our sponsors
Oh my goodness, I'm tired.
and get on up out of here, y'all.
If you are in the market to buy or sell your home, land, or property, it is in your best interest to work with a professional that cares and keeps your best interest first always. Melissa Williams is your agent, very customer service oriented, knowledgeable in all steps in the delicate process of your investment, and here to turn your dreams to reality. Call her now, 253-293-1056. That's 253-293-1056. www.melissawilliams.com.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Don't you deserve a newer vehicle for 2022? Go see Ralph at Max Auto Plus Tacoma. Good credit, bad credit, always with the lowest interest rates possible. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and everyone sees the Carfax. The best customer service ever. Log on to GoSeeRalph.com or call 253-230-1494. That's 253-230-1494. Oh, one more thing. Did you know you get $200 cash money if you bring Ralph a customer? What are you waiting on? Go see Ralph. Max Auto is located at 12918 Pacific Avenue, South Tacoma. Get up and go see Ralph.
All right, y'all. That's game. That was a word from our sponsors. Shouts out to Ralph and Melissa. You need your real estate needs met. Check her out. You need a new whip. Go and check out Ralph out in Tacoma. B.
What?
His man ready to go.
Man, yo, man, we've been done. Man, Nick.
I'm always.
I'm over here having these people hit me with this dirty talk.
All right, y'all.
Dirty.
We out, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Be safe.
You know what it is, Shopkulture. Every Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Yes. All right. Peace.